Hello everyone, welcome back to Missouri. I'm at 82. I'm joining Mike this week. Hello Mike.
Hi, man.
And we've got Rick. Howdy Rick.
Howdy, howdy.
And it's just we three today. Everybody's off real life farming probably. Peas went in the ground today. Alright, so first up, we've got some equipment, some new equipment this week. We've got, I'll just start here in the corner and go through. This is a forage chopper. We got rid of the Fortschritt one. It was not too happy with the quality of it, so we got rid of it and we got this one. It's a side loading one, so that's pretty neat. And we've got, this is an RT1000. It's a windrower. It's a pretty neat one. It's there's a pickup on it here, and then it puts on a belt, and then the belts come off to the sides, and you can direct the flow of the stuff you pick up. So that's kind of neat. And new tractor, that's kind of dirty because I did some haying off screen. This is a Zeter. We went with a more modern tractor now. So that's 130 horsepower, I believe. And we have an Ursus baler, which also has seen some use today, or this week. And an SIP Senator forage wagon. What else have we got here? Push bar, little push bar. Goes on the front of your tractor and you can move it around. And a bale wrapper that goes on the back of the tractor, so you can wrap up your grass bales in the silage bales. We've got a side mower and front mower for mowing. Only tractor we've got that'll run it is the new one, which is why we have it. And there you go, that's our new mods. Oh, except for, where is it? Let's see here. Oh, I'm just hopping in this tractor, I gotta move. Oh no, I don't. I can go this way. Going to show the new building, and then we'll get started. So today we're going to be harvesting some grains and baling, and maybe harvest some corn, and yeah, that's about it. I was going to say we'll do some haying, but I think we might wait and do that next episode. So this is kind of neat. We can store our round bales here, so now we can go back to making bales, and it won't lag the crap out of us because all the bales are stored. Alright, so you guys are all ready to roll, are ya?
Getting that way.
Good. Okay, we're gonna harvest. What do we have here? Wheat or barley? I can't tell. It is wheat. Well, let's get GPS set up. I haven't used this harvester yet. Yeah, that works. Here we go.
Chopper set up.
Yeah, I'm just gonna check it. We want to keep the straw chopping, or alright. There we go. Oh, okay, so if you see the green thing on the back, it's gonna do a little headland here. I'll have to back up in a second. Yeah, so we shouldn't have to windrow this because the header on this is pretty decent. Guess we should have cut the grass here before we started working here. We're gonna flatten it all. Oh well. Right? Oh well. We've got lots of big fields of grass around here that we can go and do some haying on. So we need, now that we've got some straw, we're ready to get some cows, except we're a little short on cash, so hopefully we'll get enough from the grain sales here to be able to do something there. Get some cows and some pigs. Probably won't bother with chickens or sheep. We'll see. Alright, now we're off. I'm just gonna move in a bit for this. Freehand the edge. So did some real life farming today. the peas are planted, and some work in the gardens, and oh boy, summer is here, or I should say summer yet, but it's feeling summerish out there.
I was definitely feeling springish or getting more like winterish here.
Winterish.
We're supposed to have heavy rain sort of coming in tomorrow and onwards. Let's dry up again by the end of the week though.
Okay, let's see. Here we go. Rick. Bit of a step up from the gas truck, is it, Rick?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, well, does the jobs, same. Just fewer trips to the shop, or to the bunker. Silo, yeah, silo, that's what I meant. Just gonna back up here and get the straw back on the field. Yeah, so a bit of a quiet day, just the three of us. You chatterboxes, I guess I'm gonna have to talk more, aren't I?
So I just concentrating on the corners.
Mm-hmm. Well, don't run over anything. Ooh, it's getting foggy and leggy.
Oh, darn. Just hit a blade of grass.
Uh-oh. Good thing there's about 1 billion more of them here.
You said don't run over anything.
Oh, that's true. You're fired. Oh.
See you, Mike.
Could be interesting trying to do 2 jobs at once.
Yeah, we'll hire old Charlie to give us a hand. Actually, he makes more work than he does. All right, so we've got our wheat. Did we plant barley? I think we've got wheat and barley. Yeah, the 18 is probably barley, and then 24 and 19 are wheat. I tried to balance them pretty much. And then we got some canola, I think, or soy, probably soybeans down on the next field, 23, I think. And then corn on the other 3 fields. So we've got the corn header for this. Gonna make it to the end. It's gonna be close.
Let's try to not drive through the trees.
There we go. It just made it. Hold on here. I'll keep the straw out of the rhubarb there, so to speak. I'm gonna swing around to the right here. That's good.
If
Go
it
ahead.
says if the bales are running down the hill, I can't really see, they sort of stopped for me. So
Yep. Yeah, the animation on that looks a little weird, doesn't it?
it sort of looks like it's putting 2 bales out at once. from
Yeah.
what I can see of it.
One rolls out and one goes back in.
Mhm.
You know, I don't think I noticed that in single player. I think it was a multiplayer thing, but it's a nurse's baler, and so the animation's a little bit wonky on it. Who cares? Yeah, it's a foggy morning, and it's our harvest morning, and we are really, really low in cash, aren't we?
It's not negative figures yet.
The bank account's been hypnotized. Alright, Rick, we're in action now. Watch out for bales. Need a 3-point on the front of that truck, and then you could put the bale pusher on it. Or just drive around them, I suppose. Yeah, that's probably the easier solution.
You doing about 12?
About 10 miles an hour, so what's that, 6 miles an hour, 10 kilometers an hour. I'm just going to clean up this line so there's not going to be much more here. Oh, Mike missed a bit of straw. I said, yeah. So?
It's having difficulties trying to pick it up as it's
Yeah,
coming across.
the pickup's a bit narrow on it.
I'm just basically going to double it up.
We'll see. We'll see about that baler. It looks nice, and I like the buzzer on it instead of the annoying meh. It has a different tone. It's much less annoying.
It goes beep 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 instead.
Okay, we got, what, 3 passes left on this field, and then we'll head over to the next one. Don't know. Hopefully we'll get a corn harvest in today. Even if we get one field. That's about the biggest truck we can probably handle here. We go any bigger, we're gonna have trouble in the corners. Forget how many liters it is. Is that one 15 or something? Or is it 10? Don't remember.
I'm only 64%. I'm at 10 now. So.
Yeah, so it's 15,000 then. Which is plenty big enough on these fields, it seems. You can get a matching dolly tipper to go with it, so we could use that when we're selling the grains and stuff, so we'd be able to haul 30,000 a trip. It's going to be handy when we use
as much in the hopper as you can before the price changes.
Yeah, yeah. Round and round we go. Nice little farm going here. Like it. We usually go either old classic small stuff or we go, you know, go big. But we don't really go medium size, so I think this is going to be a good season for that on this farm. So I kind of got away from just using classic stuff just because it's been, well, there's lots of classic equipment out there, but it's very difficult to find anything that just isn't, you know, stuff that's been hauled up from farm sim 13 and it still looks the same, and they've just tried to patch the thing up enough to go in here and just looks terrible and sounds terrible. So I got a lot of those. I just get frustrated with it and decide, well, we're gonna move up a bit, and we started with old equipment because that's all we had available, all we could afford, but we're moving up now. More modern stuff. What do you got? 100%. Can't really go too much bigger than this. I guess we've got a header trailer, so we could move the stuff around. By the way, the header trailer seems to work pretty well for this. It doesn't lock, but when you put the header on the trailer, it seems to stay on, even on the high-speed turns. But I think if we started going to bigger headers, it's going to start getting to be harder to move around and stuff. And we'll see. Maybe that'll be the challenge. Trying to get a 45-foot header in around these roads.
That'll be a little bit difficult.
We'd be fine. We could do it. We're experts. We've been doing this a long time.
Technically, just come in on the actual roads rather than through little pathways.
Yeah, when I've been running around the map quite a bit, just learning the map and you know, figuring out access to the fields, best ways to get to them, and that sort of thing. So I've been trying to stick to the roads more. And a lot of the fields have road access. You just drive right off the road onto the field, so that's pretty handy. This means you have to go kind of the long way around on some fields, but you're still on pavement, so it's not that difficult. Throw some traffic in there, might be another story. Senseless bricks cruising along, and if you get in their way, well, they don't move, you do.
You just bounce straight off them.
I remember the fun times in 13 using a front loader, flipping, car flipping. That was good stuff. Did that on, what was that, Belgique Profonde with a case front loader. That old beigey brown and white case tractor in the 60s, I guess it was. Alright, moving to the next field, Rick, over to 19. Hey, at least we're not getting hit with the "you don't own these field" messages. I'll back up here and unload some of it too. Oh no, I guess I was thinking it was almost full, but I guess I'm not. Oops. Looking backwards, everything's reversed. That barn is pretty neat. I like it. The bale storage barn. I imagine that mod's going to be sticking with us for the rest of our Farm Sim 17 time. Rick, I gotta go up this side now, so I'm gonna unload here to you. Thank you, thank you. Takes a while to unload this thing. It's too bad multiplayer doesn't have the same, you know how the load balances out in the tippers and stuff in single player, and it doesn't do it in multiplayer. I assume that's a lag issue.
I believe so, yeah. Try and help it run a bit smoother from what I understand of it.
bit of a misshapen field here, isn't it, Rick? Oh, well, it's more realistic. I like that rather than the last map, Crossroads, where we were everything was all squared off. I mean, it's good for hired workers and that sort of thing, but kind of boring. Good for GPS.
GPS works pretty good for these. It's a little more finicky.
Yep. Okay, I'll have to cut a bit of a headland here, I think. I think actually after we're done this field, instead of doing the barley field, we'll go and do some cut some corn. So I guess I gotta go here. Still not following GPS yet because of just a sliver along this side. Gonna be over that line there. Oh, just barely made it. I gotta stay this line. Oh, alright.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I won't, because it goes right into the bushes there. I'll come back on that line, I think. I should have enough room in the grain tank for the return. Try and get the straw line back down on the same straw line for Mike there. Thinking of you, Mike, don't worry. Thinking
That's
of
fine.
the pickup on that. The pickup on that baler is a little narrow.
Too used to playing about with that crane baler.
I saw one. They've got like a windrower on the front of the baler that goes off to the side, so the tractor so you can do like 2 or 3 lanes in one pass.
Mm-hmm.
Do they have those in real life? Any idea?
They do, but they don't extend out, which is probably the one that you're thinking about.
What's going on over there?
I was watching you come up the field and didn't see Mikey coming at me.
Good stuff. I thought he was gonna just run right over you, Rick. He would have if you were in a smaller truck. Wouldn't you, Mike? If he'd been in the guy's truck, he would have just run him right over, wouldn't you?
Oh yeah.
Take that, Rick. He would do that. You know what we should do is hold up on the straw, and we could use the windrower when we finish this field and just show the windrower. So if you want to hold up on that and maybe grab the windrower and that seeder, the new tractor, and bring it over, and we can kind of show how that works.
Okie dokie.
Just a bit. Yeah, we're off again. What the heck? I missed another big tuft of it. What is going on with that? Sorry, Rick, I just woke up. You're driving along next to me. It's like, so you ever gonna give me some of that stuff? No, all the wheat is mine. All your wheat belong to me. Oops, I think I just missed another tuft of it. Oh well. Well, yeah, a bunch of it. I'll have to come back for it. Good thing you left your blinker going in the fog. You could hardly even see your tractor sitting there.
That's right.
It's leased. What do we care? Good stuff.
Should have left the hazards going as well.
Mm-hmm. Alright, one more pass here. Does this thing get dirty? I haven't noticed any dirt on it. We've been doing lots of harvesting. I don't want to hit that barley or it'll take over. Yeah, I haven't seen any dirt on this. Oh well. No dirt script on the portrait. It's a pretty decent harvester. It's the first portrait harvester I've seen, like of the 500 series, that was a decent mod. The rest of them all seem really rough, and they almost all of them have errors and problems that we just ended up. I tried them out and then got rid of them, whether they're noisy or whatever. Just different problems with different ones. Alright, so it's gonna do corn, but I don't think we have enough time. We get just enough time that we can show that windrower, and then that'll be about it. Oh, here, I'll pipe out here, Rick. Alright, I'll okay to hop in that tractor for a second, Mike, just to show the display screen and what it does.
Yeah,
and
I
then,
was
and then I
just
can run along.
seeing which side it came out of it.
Well, you can set all that.
Yeah.
So we hit F1, and then where is it? Show and hide controls. Alright, so the upper part of the extra controls shows your active collectors. So the center one is what you're actually looking at, so you can switch them around. For instance, I can just fold the one and have just two running, or you can even run just the center one and have it go to one side or the other. So we'll put all four on, and the lower control says belt direction. So you can, right now it's set. It's in like in the middle graphic. It shows that it's all three belts are going to the right, but you can change them all go to the left, or you can divvy them up so that one. What you could do is, say you've got 4 lines of straw here. We could put 2 of the belts pushing to the right and then 1 pushing to the left. And if you're driving along next to another pile, it would put that 1 belt worth into the pile, and then the other 2 would start a new pile type thing. That's kind of neat. I assume that's what their intention was. I'll fire this up here, Mike. Oops, gotta put that down. All right, just freehand it.
I'm not going to be travelling very far. I'm making a bail on this now.
Nope, no, you won't be. We've probably got a run down the field and then a run back, and then it'll all be finished. So as you can see,
So-
this is a little faster than just going along in one's, you know, one pass. You're saying?
The same, soon Baylor will actually pick it all up in one pass.
I think the width of it depends. If you use GPS, I think it would be more accurate because you can set it to one straight pass, and if you're both running on GPS, then it would pick up the full width. But if you're zigzagging around a bit, just the way, if you think of tiny little boxes that the straw is sitting in, then if you get diagonal boxes, then it makes it twice as wide. I don't know if that makes
Yeah.
any sense, but you'd have to kind of know what the heck I'm talking about in the first place.
Oh, I do, from the last field.
Mhm. Here, I'll just move here out of the way. It kind of helped. Like I said, if I'd set the GPS and gone straight, it would have been nice narrow. Like you could set it so it'd be a nice narrow windrow.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, the more you have, the wider the windrow is. As
Yes.
it stacks up. Pretty nice windrower. I really liked it. As soon as I tried it, and was like, well, I like, and so here it is. Oops. The only problem is my fold button also detaches the thing. I haven't had that problem on any other. Oh, one last thing to show is the plume, the exhaust plume. We've got this Zetor tractor. We also have an Ursus one that's a little bit bigger, which will be our next tractor, I imagine. But it has this exhaust script, so if I hit the accelerator, see, it puts a big a big plume of smoke out when the engine's under load. So it's kind of neat when you've got the mowers on this, and then you start the mower, and then the exhaust. There's a puff of exhaust as it spools up the mower.
This sets the PTO going, yeah.
Mm-hmm. When you're idling, there's not much exhaust, and then when you hit the accelerator again, zoom. All right, I think we can wrap it up here for today. So, thank you everyone for joining us, and if you guys want to start your goodbyes, Mike, you can start us.
See you later.
Right.
See you later, folks.
And bye for now.